Hello students, how are you? I hope you all are fit and fine. So dear students, as you all know that we have started chapter 4, The Enemy by Pearl S. Buck, and in this video too we will be continuing with the same lesson. But before moving ahead, as we always do, first we will recall what we have read in the story as of now. As we all know that the story titled Enemy, which we are reading in Vistas, is a very interesting story in which as of now we have seen Dr. Sadao and Hannah. One day they were standing in their balcony and they saw something coming out of the sea. When they approached that thing which they saw coming out of the sea, they found that they came to know that it was a man. First of all, they thought that he might be a fisherman or a beachcomber. It's beachcomber or a beachcomber. But neither he was a fisherman nor he was a beachcomber. He was an American soldier. Yes, they came to know that he was an American soldier and he belonged to US Navy, as it was written on his cap. So the story was set during Second World War. During Second World War, Americans and Japanese were enemies. They were enemies of each other. So that is why, as the man belonged to US Navy, Dr. Sadao, in the beginning we came to know that Dr. Sadao was a very expert surgeon. He had expertise in healing the wound, and he was also a scientist. He was discovering the technology by which not technology, the technique we can call it. He was discovering the technique through which a wound can be healed permanently. So that is why he was expert in healing the wound. So the man was also bleeding as his wound was reopened because he struck to the rocks. So first of all, Dr. Sadao thought to treat the man, but when he discovered that he was an American, then he was in a dilemma. Because as a patriot, she could not treat a man who belonged to US Navy, who belonged to an enemy country. But as surgeon, it was his duty which he was taught to save one's life if he could. So both Sadao and Hannah kept on standing there undecided. They were in dilemma whether they should bring the man to their home, whether Sadao should treat the man, whether Sadao should give the man shelter or put him back into the sea. If Sadao has to perform the role of a surgeon, then he must treat that man as he was taught that he should save a man's life if he could. So finally, they decided to bring the man to their home, and the man was brought to the home by them. Sadao, after examining the injury, examining the wound, he decided to operate on the man. And all preparations have been done for the operation. When it comes for washing the man, As Hannah did not want Sadao to wash that dirty man, she told him that she would ask Yumi to wash the man. So when Hannah went to Yumi and asked for the same, Yumi denied. Yumi refused. She said that she was not going to wash an American who was their enemy. So at this letter, we have seen in the story, Hannah herself had to wash the man. And finally, successfully, Sadao completed the operation of the man, even though the servants were left all the servants, they left Sadao's house, because Sadao was treating a person who belonged to an enemy country. And they were also very much worried about Sadao, as he might be treated as traitor. They may treat when authorities would come to know, when police, when general, when they would come to know, then he might be treated as traitor. So also they were very much worried about the children, Sadao's children, as well as Sadao's reputation. So as of now, this much we have seen in the story. So finally the man was successfully operated by Dr. Sadao. So now everyone is requested to take out your book and open your book at page number 36. So today we are going to read page number 36 and 37. So everyone please get ready for the same. So when she came in the first time, when Hannah came in the first time, she saw him summon his small strength to be prepared for some fearful thing. So Hannah saw that he was gathering his small strength, and now he was able to sit, and which means they should be ready for the fearful thing. So what kind of fearful thing they they were supposed to face, because they treated an American. So they when American would get well, so they might be arrested, Sadao might be arrested. So this was the fearful thing which Hannah was thinking about. Don't be afraid, she begged him softly. How come you speak English, he gasped, as the stranger started getting afraid when he saw Hannah. So that is why Hannah told him not to afraid, not to be afraid. How come you speak English, he gasped. So as this at this the American prisoner of war, he said he asked Hannah how she could speak English as she was Japanese. I was a long time in America, she replied. At this, Hannah replied that she had been in America. She stayed there for a long time. So that is why she was able to speak English. She saw that he wanted to reply to that, but he could not. So she knelt and fed him gently from the porcelain spoon, and he ate unwillingly, but still he ate. So she saw that he wanted to reply to that. Hannah saw that that American wanted to reply to that, but he couldn't, and so she knelt and fed him gently. Hannah knelt and fed him gently from the porcelain. Porcelain means china dish which is used for making utensils, pottery, etc. Okay, porcelain. Okay, porcelain. It is china dish used for making utensils. China dish used for making utensils, pottery, etc. Pottery, okay, etc. So she knelt and fed him gently from the china dish, from the spoon which was made of china dish. He ate unwillingly, but still he ate. So that war of prisoner, that American, he ate unwillingly. So why unwillingly? Because he was their enemy and he knew that. So now he was treated by Dr. Sadao. He was getting well now. So when he was thinking that when he would get well, they might hand him over to the police. So that is why he was in a great fear to be arrested, of being arrested. He was in a great fear of being arrested. Now you will soon be strong, she said, not liking him and yet moved to comfort him. So now you will be strong, she said. She said now you are okay and your condition is improving, so you will be strong very soon. Not liking him yet and yet moved to comfort him. So even though Hannah did not like him, but even though she was making all efforts to make him comfort. Okay, so in spite of she disliked him as he was American, he was the enemy of the Japanese. She was making him comfort. She was moving him to comfort. He did not answer. When Sadao came in the third day after the operation, he found the young man sitting up. So after 3 days of the operation, Sadao came to examine the patient and he found that the young man now he could sit. His face bloodless with the effort. So his face had become bloodless with the effort. Lie down, Sadao cried. Sadao shouted him to lie down. Do you want to die? Further he said that, asked him if he wanted to die. He forced the man down gently and strongly and examined the wound. So Sadao, as he came, we can say on his round, so he supervised, he examined the man's wound. You may kill yourself if you do this sort of thing, he scolded. Further, Sadao said that you may kill yourself if you may do such types of thing, if you would sit, if you walk, so if you do such kind of thing, so you may kill yourself. What are you going to do with me? The boy muttered. So the boy asked Sadao in a low voice, in a whispering sound, he asked Sadao what Sadao was going to do with that person. What Sadao would do with that person, as he was an American and he was the enemy of Sadao. So that is why he was also in a great fear. So he asked Sadao what he had planned for him. He looked just now barely 17. Are you going to hand me over? So that time the boy was just looking barely 17. So he was behaving like a boy of 17 years. Further he added that if Sadao was going to hand him over, so he mean that whether Sadao was going to hand him over to the police. For a moment, Sadao did not answer. But at this question, for a moment, Sadao did not answer. He finished his examination and then pulled the silk quilt over the man. So he pulled, he finished his examination and once again he covered the man with the silk. I do not know myself what I shall do with you. And further he said that I don't know what I am going to do with you. Even earlier when he was operating, he said that he did not know why he was operating an American, but even though he operated. So here same he said that I myself I don't know what I would be doing with you. Even I don't know. Okay. I ought of course to give you to the police. So further he said that yes, of course you ought to be given to the police. You are a prisoner of war. No, do not tell me anything. He put up his hand as he saw the young man was about to speak. So when the young man was about to speak, Sadao asked him not to tell him anything. Do not even tell me your name unless I ask it. Sadao further added that he should not tell his name to him until he would ask him. They looked at each other for a moment. So Sadao and that American, they looked each other for a moment, and then the young man closed his eyes and turned his face to the wall. Then the young man turned his eyes and he closed his face to the wall. Okay, he whispered, his mouth a bitter line. So his mouth a bitter line. Outside the door, Hana was waiting for Sadao. He saw at once and she was in trouble. So okay, he whispered, his mouth was a bitter line. Outside the door, Hana was waiting for Sadao. He saw at once that she was in trouble. Sadao, Yumi tells me the servants feel they cannot stay if we hide this man here anymore. So Hana was in trouble. So what type of trouble she was? What type of trouble she was having? She informed Sadao that the servants did not want to stay there. If they would continue giving the shelter to that man, to that American. So the servants would not be staying anymore there. She tells me that they are saying that you and I were so long in America that we have forgotten to think of our own country first. They think we like Americans. So further Hana informed that Yumi also told Hana that the servants of the house, they were thinking that as Sadao and Hana had been in America, so that is why they started liking Americans, and because of that they gave shelter to an American. It is not true, Sadao said harshly. Americans are our enemies, but I have been trained not to let a man die if I can help it. So yes, Sadao said, it is not like that. Americans are our enemy and they would remain our enemy. Okay, we don't like American. It doesn't mean I like American. I don't like American, he said clearly. But he also at the same time told Hana that as a surgeon, it is my duty to save one's life if I can. So further Sadao, reminded Hana his duty as a surgeon, which he was taught during training, which was instructed during training, that he must save a life if he could. The servants cannot understand that, she said anxiously. So at this, Hana said anxiously that the servants cannot understand this. If we would the servants about it, they would not be able to understand. No, he agreed. Neither seemed able to say more, and somehow the household dragged on. So neither seemed able to say any more. So neither Sadao nor Hana, they said nothing, and somehow the household dragged on, and somehow they continued. Dragged on means continued at tedious and unnecessary length. Dragged on. Dragged on means here continued at tedious and unnecessary length. Unnecessary length. Okay. So dragged on means continued at tedious and unnecessary length. And somehow the household dragged on. They had to do their household work, as the servants, they did not want to stay anymore with them. All the servants left. The servants grew more watchful. Their courtesy was as careful as ever, but their eyes were cold upon the pair to whom they were hired. The servants grew more watchful. The servants, they. Let me once again read out this paragraph and explain. Neither seemed able to say more. So, neither Sadao nor Hana was able to say anything, and somehow the household dragged on, and somehow they continued, doing their household work. The servants grew more watchful. Now servants started keeping an eye on them. They became more watchful. Their courtesy was as careful as ever, but their eyes were cold upon the pair to whom they were hired. Their politeness was, in the same manner, but their coldness, they grew a cold behavior towards their masters, towards Hana and Sadao, towards those who have hired them, for whom they were working. So we can say that they started disliking, on the other hand, the servants. Still they were doing the work, but they were not doing in the same manner. They were not behaving in the same way as they were behaving earlier. it is clear what our master ought to do. The old gardener said one morning he had worked with flowers all his life and had been a specialist too in moss. Moss means, a very small, soft green plant. Moss, a very small, soft green plant. Okay, a very small, soft green plant. So he had worked with flowers all his life and had been a specialist too in moss. So he was also a specialist in a very small, soft green plant, a type of plant. For Sadao's father, he had made one of the finest moss gardens in Japan, sweeping the bright green carpet constantly so that not a leaf or a pine needle marred the velvet of its surface. So he was, expert in a moss, and he had made a moss garden, a finest moss garden for Sadao's father, and he used to sweep the bright green carpet constantly so that not a leaf or a pine needle, marred means spoil the velvet and its surface. So a pine needle means, sharp leaves of pine. Pine needle means pine needle, sharp leaves of pine. And the second word is marred. Marred means spoiled. Marred means spoiled. Let me write one more word from this paragraph. Pinching. Pinching means grip tightly. Pinching. Pinching means grip tightly and sharply between finger and sharply between fingers and thumb, between finger and thumb. Okay, that is pinching. So it is clear what our master ought to do, the old gardener said one morning. He had worked with flowers all his life and had been a specialist too in moss. So he was a specialist in moss. For Sadao's father, he had made one of the finest moss gardens in Japan, sweeping the bright green carpet constantly so that not a leaf or pine needle marred the velvet of its surface. So he used to, sweep the bright green carpet constantly so that not a leaf of sharp leaves of pine spoiled the velvet, the surface of the velvet. My old master's son knows very well what he ought to do. So he said, my old master's son, he knows very well. My old master's son, he knows very well what he is doing. He now said, pinching a bud from a bush, and he spoke. So by pinching a bud from the bush, he spoke. When the man was so near death, why did he not let him bleed? So further he said, if the man was so near to his death, when the American prisoner was so near to his death, then his master, means Dr. Sedao, should have died that man. Okay, should have left the man for dying. So why he was saving his life? So it was the question of that gardener. So that gardener was thinking why his master was saving the life of that person who was their enemy. He must know what he was doing. He was not doing anything right. He must have left the man for dying when the man was bleeding and he was near his death. Okay, so this is for this video it's all about. In my next video I'll explain a few more paragraphs of this lesson. So thank you dear students for watching. See you tomorrow.